Hey guys, I am DC, your host of Barside Jive Live, and today is Tuesday, October 15th. I am so glad you chose to hang out with us this evening, this Tuesday evening, at the very cool Vocal Media Studios in North Dallas, Texas. This show happens at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time every freaking Tuesday, and this show features some of the very best tribute and cover bands in the U.S. of A. Keep in mind that you can now download my shows on iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn. If you right now are listening to this episode as a podcast, you can watch it by going to vocalnow.com. And it's always vocal spelled with a K. Absolutely, it's a K. Vocalnow.com, and click on Barside Jive's image at the top of the app. Or you can go to my YouTube channel where I archive previous episodes at youtube.com/Barside Jive Live and watch them on demand. This show is also sponsored by
The Zoo.
On Vocal.
The world's best rock can be streamed 24/7, 365 days a year at vocalnow.com. Zoo Freaks get classic rock, deep cuts, B-sides, last tracks, stuff you never hear on FM stations. Plus, the big thing here is you can hear all that great rock and roll without all those back-to-back commercials. Cool, huh? Well, tonight, guys, I have Dallas-Fort Worth premier Alice Cooper tribute, Dallas Cooper, in the studio. But first, all right, guys, today was a big-ass date for beginnings. Ringo Starr sat in on his first studio session with the Beatles. On this day, 1960 was the year, nearly 2 years before he became a member of the band. The date, which marks the first time Starr performed with George Harrison, John Lennon, and Paul McCartney, happened while the musicians were honing their chops through a series of live dates in German clubs. Starr, then employed as a drummer for Rory Storm and the Hurricanes, was in the midst of a residency at the Kaiser Keller Club in Hamburg, Germany, the same venue occupied by their rivals, the Beatles. The competition between the two groups didn't stop promoter Alan Williams from uniting them for a session supporting Hurricanes member Lou Walters, whom he'd booked into the local acoustic studio to record 3 tracks: the Peggy Lee hit Fever, Kurt Wells' September Song, and George Gershwin's Summertime. Williams, who also managed the Beatles, decided the latter song needed something a little extra, so he enlisted his clients to sit in for the Hurricanes and back Walters on the track. The Beatles drummer at the time, Pete Best, was in town for an errand, so Starr remained behind the kit for the recording. It was Alan Williams who wanted our group to record 3 songs with our brilliant vocalist, Lou Walters. Hurricanes guitarist Johnny Guitar Byrne later recalled. But Alan didn't think that our band was good enough and got the Beatles to help us out. Harrison, for one, didn't think much of the session, later describing Walters as a guy who thought he was a singer and paid to have the record made himself in acoustic, a tiny facility open to the public for limited-run novelty acetates exchanged between family and friends. True to form, although Walters' recording of Summertime was pressed, only a handful of copies were ever made, and according to the Beatles' Bible, none are known to have survived. Starr's prowess was already known to his peers, as the Hurricanes were one of Liverpool's most popular bands, and his short time in the studio with the Beatles must have suited his reputation. In August 1962, John Lennon asked Ringo Starr to replace Best in the lineup, and the rest is rock and roll history. Guys, Jimi Hendrix signed his first contract on this day, 1965, in the United Kingdom. The contract was not something impressive, as Hendrix only earned $1 for his signature and 1% of profit from sales. While this may seem like something that could be in a failure to a success story, it was very common for other artists to sign these contracts back then. Before he signed the contract, Hendrix had just gotten out of the Air Force. He played in a band from Nashville and recorded songs with the likes of Little Richard and the Isley Brothers. He was making a name for himself around the area for being an incredible guitarist. Hendrix, however, was not in the mainstream yet when he signed that contract, so he did not understand the full details of it. The contract would give away the rights to the music he wrote, performed, and recorded for the next 3 years. He would really then only receive 1% of sales from this. This would go on to hurt Hendrix later. He got his start in R&B music and had begun to move away from that. He was discovered by Chas Chandler of the Animals, and he moved to London in 1967. Hendrix became huge in London, was recognized by members of The Who, Beatles, Rolling Stones, and Cream. And we just lost Ginger Baker, like a week ago. Huge loss. Ed Chaplin, who Hendrix signed the contract for, did not know Hendrix had moved on and became a sensation on his own. Chaplin then proceeded to sue Hendrix, his management, and Reprise. The lawsuit would go on for over a year before the two settled the lawsuit in 1968. And Hendrix would go on to be one of the biggest rock stars of all time after this. The contract, which would become an important piece of rock history, sold for $191,000 at an auction just a few years ago. Guys, on this day in 1966, Grace Slick quits the local San Francisco band, The Great Society, to join Jefferson Airplane. She replaces Signe Anderson, who left the band to have a baby. Talking Heads released Stop Making Sense on this day, 1984, while on a huge roll after their most ambitious tour ever. And lastly, AC/DC released Jailbreak on this day, 1984, a tiny treasure trove of long-lost AC/DC rarities titled 74 Jailbreak arrived on this day, 1984, to help curb the seemingly insatiable consumer demand for the world's hottest hard rock heroes. Ever since the Australian rockers had exploded to global stardom on the strength of the 1980s watershed Back in Black album, the record company Atlantic couldn't seem to ship enough AC/DC product into the stores. What a horrible problem to have. In 1981 alone, they released Back in Black's successor, For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. And in the U.S., for the first time, 1976, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, which had remained unreleased stateside. Both were huge sellers, easily going platinum and proving that curiosity surrounding the band's late original singer Bon Scott was as strong as the support for his replacement, Brian Johnson. So less than a year after the November '83 release of another new studio album, Flick of the Switch, rather than wait a couple of more years for the group's next effort, Atlantic dug deep into their vaults for 5 songs dating back 10 years to AC/DC's earliest days. So early, in fact, that most of them predated the band's signing with Atlantic and were recorded at late '74 for an Australia-only version of the High Voltage album, which most fans had never heard, let alone knew existed in the '80s. These Scott-sung offerings consisted of the title track, a surprisingly laid-back You Ain't Got a Hold on Me, the seriously boogie-flavored Show Business, forbiddingly bluesy Soul Stripper, and a positively sizzling cover of the R&B standard Baby, Please Don't Go, which was a showstopper in AC/DC's early days. So that was it. 5 songs clocking in at a total of 24 minutes, barely the blink of an eye, gazing back to a moment 10 years gone and one life sacred to rock and roll. But was it? Well, no, and that's why 74 Jailbreak impacted fans on a level far deeper than its short track listing would suggest. It took them back to a time when bassist Mark Evans was still in the group, when Phil Rudd was not yet the world's most rock-solid drummer, this side of Charlie Watts, When power chord conjuring Malcolm Young still owned a pair of gold-top glam rock boots as he peeled off the odd guitar solo, and when his snotty baby brother really was a teenager. All right, guys, 74 Jailbreak cast a precious spotlight on the band's singer, who was an ancient 28 years old when the music was recorded. He was their heart and soul and eventual martyr who used to drive AC/DC's van before he drove their juggernaut down the highway to hell. You could even say he gave them a final push down that highway toward even brighter horizons as he jumped out of the car to places unknown. And that, my friends, is rock and roll. If you would like more of my daily dose of rock music history, simply check my Facebook page at facebook.com/Barside Jive Live every day, because we'll be back with more history on the classic rock legends. If you'd like to check out my Daily Dose archives, it's at my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live, and look in the Daily Dose playlist for more. Guys, I actually have a guest this evening. It's not a surprise at this point. Okay, from the scary side of Dallas, Texas, Dallas Cooper. They're a full-scale theatrical tribute to the godfather of shock and horror rock and roll, Alice Cooper. These guys performed a full, faithful rendition of Alice's live show from 2017 to 2018 with some bloody old classics dropped in. Live execution and nightmares at every single show. So I'd like to welcome Mario and Ashley to the show, Barside Jive Live. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I forgot to introduce him.
This is Alice. You can call him Vince.
So, how are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Man, it's awesome.
Thanks for having us here.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure. You know, I've been to 2 shows. And we talked about them earlier, and you guys are just doing some fantastic performances there. And I really can't wait to make another one. And what better time of the year to actually have you guys on, but like it's freaking Halloween, right?
Sometimes I think it's the only time.
It's the only time we come out.
Yeah, right. And I'm so glad you guys came in your normal attire today.
We wear this every day.
Yeah, it's awesome. You guys look great.
Well, you know what I say? Tribute bands is cosplay for musicians.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's our shows have just keep getting bigger and harder.
More props.
More props. More songs and
more makeup.
More makeup.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, we're calming it down tonight.
Yeah. Oh, so this isn't the full.
It
close.
It evolves from there.
Yeah.
As the show goes on. Yeah.
Wow. So what's going on with the band? Tell us. Where is everything?
Okay, so, what is happening with the band is we have a show coming up at Hat Tricks.
Oh, okay.
Locally.
Yeah.
On the 26th with Mob Scene, and that's a Manson tribute.
Yeah.
Who we've played with a few times, and they're really good. So if you like Manson, you will like them.
Mario, you look great against that red wall.
Well, thank you.
Look at that. Look
It's just
at
your
that.
color.
Ashley, look. It's like I love it against that. That's you really popped.
I look better.
It's like a dark Sesame Street.
It's like my parrot.
Great. Now we're gonna make a holster for that.
And we have 2 new members that have come in. If you know Swan Song,
Right.
Craig Zerba, the guitarist for Swan Song, has joined Alice Cooper.
No way.
Yeah, so that's
Really?
that's a coup.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah, and Jake, who had been playing with us, is a very busy guy with Incognito.
Yeah.
So
Right,
it's really hard to get him, when we can. So
They play a lot.
yeah, and Tony Koch.
Yeah.
Oh,
is-
Tony.
yeah, he's always on the road.
Right.
With
Love Tony.
with Hog Brothers and Kenny and Neil and all the other stuff that he does.
Right.
So Craig has come on, at least for this year, anyways.
Wow.
But, and he's brought his protege, a young girl whose name is Maddie. Hi, Maddie.
Oh yeah, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
she's good.
She is
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
She's been playing some with Swan Song.
She's been playing with Swan Song,
Yeah.
and the first time she walked in the room, she just floored me.
Yeah.
She just tore it up, and I won't say her age, but
She's
She's
a young lady.
she's a young lady, and is absolutely
Badass.
oh yeah,
She's a
gonna,
badass.
She's gonna be a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Don't
Yeah.
let that go to your head.
That's right, Maddie. Calm down.
Yeah. So, but
Calm
yeah,
down.
She's brilliant.
We may be an enabler here. We're enabling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maddie,
Here,
we're enabling
You
you.
sit here. You're getting in my way.
You may need to feed him.
Yeah.
Give you something to
Here,
suck
just-
on. Here's you
have
something to
mercy.
suck on.
Hold on to that for a while.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Boner.
There he is, right there.
Oh. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Boner, I think he likes Ashley.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think he's been checking her out over there. Sorry, Ashley. Boner's he's just that way.
And of course, we have
Can't
the
help
amazing
myself.
Ashley Reeves.
I know. Ashley's cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah. We shouldn't be saying that in front of her, though.
Yeah, I mean, my head's already too big.
It is too big. That's what her husband says. You got to tone her down when she walks in.
She does it. She does everything. If you're familiar with the Alice Cooper shows, she plays a part of Nurse Rosetta, who she's doing right now. She's sitting there. Scares me. But
It's definitely interesting getting gas earlier.
yeah, she,
No, she probably waited. She probably was hoping she could need gas just so she could stop, get out with that on.
yep, she does the Cold Ethel doll in Only Women Bleed. She does background vocals through the entirety of the show. She helps everybody with their makeup.
Oh, no, not everybody.
She's huge.
She's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
fun.
and pretty much the face of the band, Everybody knows this one, but they look at that one.
Right. Damn.
So
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get any FaceTime when you've got Ashley.
that's true.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so let's go ahead and talk about the entire lineup of the band. Okay, who's in it? What role they have? And
Well, there's Terry Ranson.
that little guy.
The little guy.
Isn't he that little short guy?
He's that little short
Skinny?
munchkin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry is our faithful drummer who came up with the idea of doing this and dragged me in kicking and screaming.
Is that right?
No, I was like, Alice Cooper? Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Oh, and you're perfect because you got. You got the look. So.
You do. It's the nose.
It's the
Yeah.
beak. It's the beak.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, he plays the full Glenn Sorbo kit.
Mm-hmm.
Anything Terry does, he does.
All the way.
all the way.
Right.
So when he first threw this idea at me, we didn't even have full band yet, but he was already building the guillotine that we use. Yes, we use the guillotine.
A real guillotine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put your head in there if you think it's easy. A guillotine, which is what, 10 feet,
It's tall.
Yeah.
6
It's in
inches.
2 pieces.
Yeah, it's
Right.
big. Yeah.
Which I think is going to be lowered by about 4 inches after the next show because we'll be able to play more venues.
Oh, okay.
If you've seen, any of the Cooper shows over the past couple of years, up into his most recent, where now he's gone Dio. He's got a full castle, which is out of this world. And I know you did it because we got your show down, and you had to step up your game, didn't you, huh, Vince? Yeah. We've had the honor to meet his daughter a few times, who is in his shows
Right.
as well as
And she plays around here in town some, like Gas Monkey.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. So, anyway, so she's told us some interesting tidbits about some of his shows, but
Oh, I bet.
but Terry Ranson drums. He builds all the gear with help. He's got help, obviously, not me.
Rick.
Rick.
He's got Rick. We have the full toy box, that he uses with all the creepy stuff inside and creepy people inside. We've got Motown Roberts on bass, who you might know from Little Green Men.
Yeah, Motown's good people.
And also, help me out here. Oh, Hillbilly Orchestra.
Right.
And then Maddie and Craig and us.
Yeah.
The least important part of the equation here.
Last to show up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. If you want to know who's going to possibly mess the show up.
No, man. You can't mess up a Cooper show.
Well, anything goes in an Alice Cooper show.
Right.
So
I mean,
you can play off the mistakes.
yeah. Oh, yeah. As outrageous as it could be, you're an error. It would still look. No one would know.
Yeah. And what I love about Alice, in reality, is that he really takes the piss out of himself. So
Yeah.
he's an interesting guy.
Yeah. Have you met him?
No, I would love to.
Yeah.
No, never have.
Yeah.
No, just I'm one of those people that worships at the altar of Alice Cooper. So.
Yeah. Well, I know you said it was Terry's idea when he approached you about it. So were you already a big fan of Alice Cooper?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Was that just?
Yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't one of those people who's like, but I don't know anything about it. I was like, all right, here's the list of songs that I want to start with. Yeah, no, I was gung-ho. And, yeah, the only thing for me anyways, about doing Alice is that he's got a very distinctive voice.
Mm-hmm.
And coming from, playing with Scary Cherry and the Bang Bangs, where I only do background vocals, and then Thin White Dukes, where I'm doing David Bowie, switching the gears to the grit that is Alice Cooper. It took some work, but I got there. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's like having split personality.
Right.
Yeah, so I understand, what his thing. Like when he goes on stage, he's Alice.
Right.
When he's off stage, he's Vince. But when he's on, that's what because you definitely. A mean gear has to click to take on that role.
Right.
It's like, creepy. Yeah. Good fun.
So does that gear click on when you go on stage?
Oh, hell yeah.
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 If it was a real knife, actually, I'd be plunging it just the same.
It's gotten close.
Yeah.
So, Ashley, tell people that may not have been to a show what your role is in during the show.
So I do backup vocals for some songs, and then the other ones I'm usually racing back, changing costumes. Ballad Dwight Fry, I play the nurse that kills Alice. Yay. But he does murder me and Only Women Bleed.
Revenge is sweet.
Both are like dancing performances. They're fun. The nurse one, Ballad Dwight Fry, is a lot more fun. The Only Woman Bleeds, a little more ballerina, and it's, I've fallen out of that toy box a few times. So
Yeah. I bet.
you pull that lid up, and you're just like, you don't know if you're gonna take that first step or you're just gonna go down.
Yeah, I've done that too. Because there's so much fog in there.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're coming out of the toy box, it's fogged beyond belief.
Right.
Yeah, because when the top opens, you want that rush, like a cloud coming out, and
Right.
and watch that first step. That's all I can say. But sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
That first step's always it's the killer,
Yeah.
or the first one back in.
Oh, yeah. Right. Right.
Yeah, I get to throw her in.
Yeah,
Out of here.
I've missed the hole once.
So we kill each other,
Right.
But back again every night.
Just kidding, I'm back.
So come see the show.
That's right.
It's interesting. I've never known Craig to play in any other bands but Swan Song. So I was,
It's impressive.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, they both are.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, and he loves all of the early Alice stuff, and
Oh, does he?
he's pulled out details that no one else has done yet. And,
Oh, wow.
yeah. I mean, you know what he's like.
Oh,
The
yeah.
guy is.
Yeah.
He's a quintessential,
Yeah.
perfectionist, and
Exactly.
so he nails it,
What a great addition.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, with all due respect to everybody that's come
Already there.
before him, because
Yeah.
they're all amazing.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
Just, Craig is
Yeah.
he's a different animal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and it's a good fit. I'm hopeful that he'll keep doing it.
Yeah, it's the only reason I highlight him is because there's so much great talent, but a lot of them play in multiple bands. Mm-hmm. Craig, since I've known him for 8 years or so, he's only played in Swan Song.
He's never
that's it.
needed to do anything else.
uh-uh.
I mean, he is the quintessential Jimmy Page.
Right.
Every guitarist that goes to a Swan Song show is in awe
Yeah.
of him.
Yeah.
I sit there with my mouth agape all night.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he didn't need to do this. He's probably regretting it now when we
Yeah.
threw 26 songs at him and said, "Oh, by the way, here's the set."
What you start with?
It's
First page of our catalog.
we came right out of the starting gate with "Muscle of Love," which is
Oh, wow.
no easy song to tackle.
Yeah.
And the two of them walked in and they just had it down.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't.
So is Maddie playing every show with both of them?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, Maddie's part of the deal.
Oh, okay.
So it's two guitar players. It's just Craig and her.
Oh, okay.
Are doing
Gotcha.
all the guitar now. Yeah.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. Well, we're going to really piss Terry off because he sent 2 videos, and I've got to play one of them right now. So let me play one. It's a little bit of sample of what a Dallas Cooper show can be like. So I hope Terry picked out a couple of good ones, guys. So here we go.
Run and hide.
Sorry.
Education! night, you guys. Thank you.
I actually had a hard time with that ball.
You can hear Spike saying, "I got you in the
Yeah,
face."
yeah. No, I think she failed the ball.
Yeah, I think we'll keep
Keep
her,
her
off,
in
the,
her-
off a stickball
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, don't put me on
Yeah.
your sport team. I'm good.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, you guys put on a real exciting show, and there's so much going on the stage. I mean, it's just like wow.
Yeah. Well, that's like the last song, so there's even just a little more chaos and
Because we're like, woo, it's almost over.
yes.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, and if you're not familiar with how Alice does Schools Out these days, he makes a jump into Brick in the Wall
Right.
from Pink Floyd there for a moment right before he does his introductions, to the band. So, if Terry says we have to do it exactly like they do it, so
Yeah.
that's what happens. So we're up there. Yeah. But I would like to note, I hit the ball every time when it came on stage.
Did you?
Show off.
Did you notice?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
When they're coming up at me, look out, they're coming back at you.
I didn't really notice because I don't want Ashley getting pissed. So I really didn't notice what you did.
No, I'm just.
I'm just glad it cut off before you saw the ball hit me in the face.
Oh.
What I need to do is get my sword up there to pop them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
That would be very cool.
yeah. It's sharp.
Yeah, it's a real
Oh yeah.
real deal, right?
Yeah, I sliced the bejesus out of myself at the last show.
Yeah. I was like, where did the blood come from? It's not fake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Bad?
Huh?
Bad?
Oh yeah. I mean, that was I rightly should have probably had a stitch or two. But,
Really?
Yeah, but it's real.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And in fact, the knives we're using are real too.
Yeah.
Up until one point.
This one's not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, So if you see me flip a knife on stage, it's the real McCoy. It's gonna stick to something.
Right.
So look out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So when is your next show?
Right now, just the 26th at Hattrick's, and then we have a show after that on November.
I don't know this
8th.
one.
Yeah. Well, you'll be there. The same place that we did the premiere for the Alice Cooper, the film.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, what the heck's the
that
name
place.
of it? Right. Well, it's at the Alamo Draft House.
It's right next to it.
Yeah.
It's like the outside thing.
Right. So there was a premiere for gosh, I can't think of the name of the movie. Terry, don't you yell at me. Judson, be quiet.
We're
I
gonna
can hear
we're
you
gonna
right
get spoken to when we get home.
Oh.
But when Alice Cooper, when the original band reunited at Good Records, it was made into a documentary. So,
Right.
I mean, that was the original band reuniting.
Wow.
At Good Records of all places in Dallas.
Right.
And so they did a documentary about it, and we did a show. And Dennis Dunaway, his original bass player from the first 7 albums, came to the premiere, and we got to walk the red carpet. It was fun, and then we got to do a show, there. Anyway, so
Wow.
the movie's coming back.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Iggy Pop's film is going to be playing as well. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Got to go this time.
yeah.
When is that?
I think it's November 8th. I'm pretty sure. I could be looking in my phone here
Well, you can look.
to confirm that, but it'll take a minute. So we'll shout it out here again.
So where do people go to find out where you're playing?
Facebook, just Dallas Cooper.
Facebook.com
yeah.
/ Dallas Cooper.
That's correct.
All right. Guys, you can go there and get all their show information because I'm sure they keep it updated.
Right. And
Because Terry's probably in charge of that. So
He posts all the time.
yeah.
there are more shows that are in the works right now. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I just knew you guys would have a Halloween show.
Well, we were booked at Fat Daddy's on the 31st, so we were booked for Halloween, and they double booked.
Oh.
I would like to say this for the record that they double booked and said, well, let's go with the country band.
No way.
Yeah, that's the God's honest
No
truth.
way.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Well, I guess I'd rather be country than Justin Bieber tribute.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, and not knocking country music, but I'm saying
Right.
it's Halloween.
I know.
Alice Cooper.
Right. Right. Wow,
Blood,
guys.
murder.
Yeah, mayhem.
Yeah.
all in a 2-hour show. How long's is it 2 hours?
Longer than that.
Yeah.
Is it 3?
Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours.
The last one was 2.5, right? 2:45.
Yeah, something like that.
Breaks?
Yeah.
Break?
No breaks.
No break.
Oh no.
Straight through.
Boom. Yeah.
Green light to red all the way.
Just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's sober.
Yeah. Until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, no, it's a
beating.
yeah, I mean, we're doing exactly what he would do live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're earning your money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because you're not just
Not
standing.
enough.
You're just not standing there playing. I mean, you're
Yeah.
really working for it, right?
We are working. Yeah.
Yeah.
We work our rear off.
Yeah.
Next day is like hungover. You haven't even drank.
So does Alice's daughter? Does she know about your tribute?
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you-
she's we actually interviewed her.
That was on the Corpse Paint
on
show,
the,
right?
on the Corpse Paint show. So, and
Really?
I was able to take part in that interview where we
Wow.
went back and forth, and then we've seen her play with her band Bisto Blanco, who is amazing, by the way,
Lot
which
of fun.
features Alice Cooper's bass player Chuck.
Okay.
So I think they're an item, are they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you get the vibe?
I got the vibe.
Got the vibe.
I don't know. I'm not. I could be wrong. So
Yeah.
if I'm wrong,
Whoops.
Vibe's not wrong.
hold hands, you lovebirds. Three Stooges moment there.
I wonder if Alice approves.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably.
Well, he loves Bisto Blanco.
Yeah.
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 But they're amazing. If you haven't seen them,
No.
because she is doing the acting on stage with Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
She will either do what her mother's role is, if her mother is, for whatever reason, not doing dates. So Alice Cooper's wife plays the nurse, the evil nurse.
Oh, okay.
Rosetta.
Or Nurse Rosetta and
Right.
the Only Women Bleed
Ethel.
doll. Yeah, Ethel.
Ethel.
She wrote and choreographed all those parts.
Okay.
So she's the one that created the Looney Nurse. So.
Oh, okay.
But there was a short period that she wasn't doing it, and her daughter came in and filled the void. Now they both go out, and her daughter plays like a zombie nurse alongside.
Yeah, it's pretty cool when there's both of them.
It's pretty amazing. But you just didn't know that she was a singer. When you hear her with Bisto Blanco, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
She's got a set of pipes on her that will make your hair stand up. I mean, just wow, or blow back or something. She's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a killer performer
I'll have to.
too.
Yeah, I've got to check them out. I know someone invited me to go to their show when they were here in Dallas last night. I want to say it was Terry, but I can't remember. But
Oh, speaking of Terry, he said, "No, you idiot! It's it's November 8th at the Magnolia."
did he really say idiot? You just added that in. He didn't say that.
He said the other word.
Oh, you fucker.
I won't say what he actually
This is
said.
the F
I was
word.
I was being nice.
That's awesome. So it's what? When? Where?
It's, November 8th at the Magnolia Theater.
Oh, cool.
In Dallas.
All right.
We are playing outside. At least we did last time.
I love how I always find out about shows,
It might be a little. It might be a little cold.
Shows.
songs.
Yeah. Could be a little cold. I don't remember it, but so I don't know if they're going to set us up outside or inside.
Oh, man.
I don't know, but it is November 8th, and you should definitely go see the movie as well.
Oh, yeah.
Movies.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah.
Full of entertainment.
I'm gonna have to see it this time.
I
missed it last
I
time.
missed it last time too.
I was so tired afterwards. I was like, no.
Yeah. I'll have to go too. November 8th. But I want to write that down.
It is writ.
Okay. So we've got that show on the 8th. And
Yeah, more shows to be announced very soon, actually.
just go to your Facebook page to find them, right?
Yep, they will be there, and if you haven't or you do feel inclined to like our Facebook page, that would be very nice.
Oh, yeah. Likes are accepted.
We would appreciate it, and then we can send you an invite. You know, we don't do 50 shows a year, so you will not be overblown in your inbox.
Right.
So.
Right. Oh, they're definitely worth seeing, guys. And I've got to play Terry's last video.
God, Terry.
So here we go, just for you, Terry Ranson.
Is it his drum solo?
Damn it, Terry.
No,
Oh,
he
that's-
didn't include that one. You guys ready?
Oh.
Here we go. Wow. Good job. Wait a minute. Yeah, good job there, Terry Ranson. Good job, brother.
I could have used some better editing. Terry. No, I'm just playing with you, buddy.
Yeah, right.
We got those together quick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, man. Yeah, you guys be sure to check out Dallas Cooper. You will not be disappointed. Facebook.com/Dallas Cooper. And these guys will be there, right?
We will.
Ashley, Mario, and the rest of the gang. Guys, I'm out of Terry Ranson videos.
Yay!
Man, dang it. He could have at least sent me 3.
Well, I mean, you've got Ashley.
We've got Ashley. We've got Ashley. Yeah, that works.
That makes up
works.
for everything else.
Yeah, that works. That works. Guys, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm going to draw on this here.
Yeah, I'll do that while I'm closing out. And then I'm glad. I hope you guys aren't in a hurry because I want to do a couple things with you when we'll have a little horror party after we close. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up, guys. My featured cigar segment is brought to you by Old Grapevine Cigar and Tobacco Shop, historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. And today I am featuring the Tabernacle Boner, crafted at A.J. Fernandez La Soledad Farm in Esteli, Nicaragua. Tabernacle is dressed in a dark, oily Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. Beneath the sheets, you'll find fillers from Esteli and Jalapa Valley. Deep and hearty notes of cocoa, leather, and black pepper make the cigar a divine offering from foundation with all the strength you'd expect from an AJ blend. Wow. So stop by Old Grapevine Cigar and Tobacco Shop. See Denna, Tom R. Kinney for a Tabernacle, or let them make a recommendation for you. If you'll mention Barside Jive, then you get 10% off your purchase. They also have a large selection of pipe tobaccos for all you pipe smokers. And, let me remind you, coming up Saturday, October 19th, that's this coming Saturday from 2 to 4, be my next Cigar and Cider event at Outlaw Cider Company, 112 East Texas Street in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. Even Boner will be there.
How'd you learn all them hard words, man?
Oh, I tell you, I learned from the master. Learn from the master.
Boner will be there.
Okay, absolutely. Good deal. A $20 ticket will buy you a pint of Outlaw's Legendary Cider, a Premium Foundation cigar, and an entry into our drawing. Tickets are available at Old Grapevine Cigar, Outlaw Cider, or through me. Guys, let me tell you that Shasta Morgan, who has photographed my shows from time to time over the past couple of years, she recently discovered a tumor behind one of her eyes, and although the doctors do not believe it to be malignant, they won't know for sure until they remove it. She's got surgery scheduled for November, but she's suffering with migraines to the point she can no longer work. So she's trying to raise $5,000 to help her meet her deductible for the surgery, as well as help her with some living expenses while she's unable to work. Her GoFundMe account is gofundme.com/StupidSteve. I think that's an old boyfriend. I think she named her tumor. But anyway, gofundme.com/StupidSteve, STEVE. And you can help Shasta out. Like I say, she's been a real blessing to this show, and she needs some help. So hopefully you guys will go there and help her out during this time of need. And, man, we're getting close, guys. Remember that Barside Jive goes live every Tuesday and Thursday here at the Vocal Media Studios in North Dallas. Both of our 60-minute shows are packed full of music and visual art, so join us at vocalnow.com. Just look for the Barside Jive image at the top of the page. Besides my Tipsy Gypsy featuring Bree Akers bringing beverages and tips from behind the bar on both my weekly shows, on Tuesdays I have an Art Jive live segment featuring visual artists as well as my creative director and artist Brad Jensen, who takes a deep dive into classic rock album covers of the 70s and 80s as we look at the stories behind the art. We appreciate your support of what we're doing here, and we hope that you'll share it with your friends, neighbors, followers, just anybody.
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar. Yeah, absolutely. Be sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Barside Jive Live. Instagram is at Barside Jive. Website is barsidejive.com. And lastly, YouTube channel, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live. Hey, did you know that Scary Cherry is going to be on the show in December?
I did not know that.
Me neither.
Gosh, I talked to Leslie about 6 months ago.
So Leslie Dean's going to be on the show?
I don't know. I talked.
or do you want the whole band?
I hope. I mean, the whole band, if possible. But I talked to Leslie about it and asked her if we could, if I could book you guys.
Ask me, and I'll make sure it happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me.
I think that's
me.
happening right now.
So remind me to give you the date.
Yes.
She may have forgotten about it already, but because we scheduled it a long time ago. But so let me give you the date before we leave. Don't let me forget.
And just for the record, the name of the Alice Cooper movie just came to me. It's Live from the AstroTurf.
Oh, okay. Live from the AstroTurf.
Live from the AstroTurf. It is a documentary again about when the band reunited at Good Records a couple years ago.
Awesome.
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
Can't wait to see that.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I'll be there, definitely. Okay, guys, remember that VocalNow.com is home to the zoo,
The Zoo.
On Vocal.
as well as Barside Jive. So download the Vocal Now app from your app store, and you too can get great content.
With a K.
Absolutely. It's always Vocal with a...
K.
He does that so well, doesn't he? Boner, and you guys just amaze me. Okay, so you too can get great content, including Brad Sham, Paul Kuharski, and Jim White. So get your Zoo Freak on and download the app now. VocalNow.com at your app store. If you create music or some other form of art and would like to be featured on one of these shows, or would like to sponsor or advertise on a show, or maybe you just want to send a comment, you can do so sending an email at dc@barsidejive.com. My show today has also been brought to you by Hip and Hippie. Hip and Hippie is a planet-loving company known for its high-quality, earth-friendly, 100% recyclable candle line and natural body care products. It's no wonder eco-supporting people love Hip and Hippie. HipandHippie.com.
Smell better than me.
That's right. That's right. You too can smell better than Alice. HipandHippie.com. Thanks to
Hey, I resent that.
Thanks to Jay and Jimmy, our production team. Jay, how's it going in there?
I'm good.
Good. What'd you enjoy about the show?
Ashley.
He won't say.
I won't say.
She's married, Jay. Okay, guys, we are out of here. Thanks again for hanging out with us this evening. Now, I want you to be kind to one another, be a hero in someone's life, and until next time, keep it real and keep on rocking.
Bye, kitties.
Happy Halloween from Barside Jive.
And
Dallas Cooper. There's Ashley.
And Ashley. Ashley's here. Say hi, Ashley.
That's BarsideJiveLive.com.